all of us, when Crusty Demons of Dirt, the movie came out, I just knew I want to be like those guys. It was only about smoking weed and riding dirt bikes.
Yeah. Wait, you had to get tatted to get in Mulisha?
We were just filming every day. Porno Dave, he bought us cameras for Christmas. Just best friends from day one.
What's going on, guys? I'm Degidio. We're back with another episode of the Jaxxon Sports Show. I'm sitting here with the greatest co-host of all time, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, and it looks like obviously he's sponsored by Monster with this can and this hat. Twitch Stenberg, ladies and gentlemen. The grandfather. We had Jeremy McGrath come on the pod and he said, what do they call you, the Godfather? And I said, no, we don't call him that. And then we had the actual Godfather come on the podcast and he said, hey, what's going on with this? Like, have I been on the pod multiple times? I'm hearing that you had the Godfather on. So we had to readjust the name. He went from the Godfather to the grandfather. And we have a legend in the house. I mean, you guys, this is like, I would say, like, I don't want to say like Dumb and Dumber in a bad way, but this is like the
Dumb
original,
and Dumber for sure.
The original 1-2 combo right here. This is like, I don't know what to compare it to. Maybe like Bike Life Mikey and CJ. Just like, they just roll around together.
On steroids.
On steroids. And the originators,
yes.
the pioneers, the innovators, ladies and gentlemen, Scummy! Live and direct. Have you guys ever done a podcast together?
We did one like when I was doing some shit back in the day, like talking shit with Twitch.
Oh, yeah. A while ago.
This is good to have you here. Live
it's
and
an
direct.
honor, man. Yeah, Jeremy called me a couple days ago and honored to be down here.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Jeremy called me.
My real friends call me by my real name.
I didn't even know you had a real name.
Yeah, fuck you.
All right, that's good to know. You see how I asked you first before the pod what to call you?
Yeah,
Just so I don't get in trouble. It's reasons like this.
Yeah, Twitch.
Dude, first of all, after these pods, we've been doing these for so long with Twitch. People are like obsessed with the authentic storytelling and kind of like Twitch's ability to connect with people. And I tried to explain to everybody, and I got to do this live on the podcast because our Discord keeps going off. They go, damn, these podcasts on Twitch seem so organic. They seem so real. And I'm like, yeah, guys, they're actual friends. These are not like random people. Like, how long is the history between you two?
Oh, and Morrison, I probably met Morrison when I was 15 years old, and I'm 44 now. So
Yeah,
dude, it's been a minute. He used
from
to drive
day
down,
one.
He used to drive down from Moore Park all the time and come hang out at my house in Santee. We'd go ride. Like, I never had a license. He had a driver's license. I didn't. Like, I didn't have a driver's license until I was 23.
What the hell?
I got so many cars impounded.
You don't know how to drive?
I know how to drive. I just couldn't take tests. So I kept failing it. And I said, fuck it. I won my first contest and bought my first car.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So
Yeah,
this dude would drive me everywhere. Like, 'cause
Everywhere. I think I remember the Vegas or Havasu contest.
yeah.
It was Havasu. You didn't do the Tacoma?
Nope. I didn't do the first one. I did the second one. It was Vegas and then Havasu.
Yeah.
And that's like where I really met him. We were
Yeah,
the same age, just
I
dumb
remember
as
the
hell.
day I got my license, drove down to Santee. That was a weekly thing coming down to your house, your parents' house. And yeah, since day one, dude.
Yeah.
And what was the relationship? Back then, there wasn't social media. So what was the ability to connect? How did you guys connect?
We just clicked like from the first time we met, and we just call each other all the time. Like, yo, what are you doing? Let's ride. Like, fucking, I don't even think we would call each other. We'd just show up at each other's houses. Like,
Yeah, I think it was very generic. I would just show up, drive down to his house 3 hours every weekend, and then connected with Manly. And then it was just kind of like a brotherhood. We just best friends from day one.
yeah, we started traveling a bunch together, doing like all the IFMAs and then like a bunch of different events. And then Warp Tour, we were on a bus
Yeah.
together, fucking. And then we all kind of moved together. Like when I first moved out of San Diego, I moved up to Menifee. Me and my buddy Bo Manley got a house, and then Morrison basically lived there. He would come down. The only time he would ever leave is to go home to get more money and come back down.
That was it.
Like,
That was
yeah, I
it.
need some money. Go back home, come back. Like,
When you guys first met each other, did you guys know that this is what you guys were going to do forever? Like pioneer the game of freestyle riding?
no clue.
No clue.
No,
You guys
we were
didn't know
we
that you were
didn't
at
we
the
weren't
forefront
thinking
of the
about
game?
tomorrow. We were thinking about today. Like, where can we get a bag of weed? Like, where can we go film some? Like, where can we go ride our dirt bikes today? Like,
That's all it was about, was smoking weed and riding. Like, it was
That's
so
all we cared
generic.
about.
Even like the movie Twitch and Scummy, we didn't want to make that movie. We were just filming every day. Porno Dave, he bought us cameras for Christmas, and we just started filming.
everything we did, we just filmed. Like, yeah, it was not. This is the dude I did the most dumbest shit in my whole life with.
Yeah.
Like the original Jackass crew.
Yeah, before Jackass was even around.
And did you guys have a connection with other people like in Metal Mulisha before that? Is that like, was it pre-forming? Like, what was the timeline on that?
I think we were already hanging out before.
Yeah. It was you, me, and Manly, and everything. Even with the Metal Mulisha, was so generic because it was me, Twitch, and Manly. We were just a dude smoking weed, getting fucked up,
doing our own thing
every day, just doing our thing. We just kind of just all connected.
Yeah.
What was the squad back then? It was just you two, and then there was more people. I know that you had a huge squadron.
Oh, us two, and then Manly, of course, and then like our boy Adam Pierce, who passed away. Yeah, Adam Pierce, Feist, Tyler Evans, R.I.P. Like, our crew was big, like solid. Like we all just traveled everywhere together in like a big ass posse.
But the timeline on Metal Mulisha specifically, and then we'll really dive into the pod. Is it pre or post you guys meeting though? Like were you guys already all friends before you had stickers on your trucks? Like
me and him were already friends before we started the Mulisha thing, and we both like started hanging out with Deegan and Feist and all those dudes and Link Ogle.
And they kind of just brought us on.
Yeah. So they liked how fucked up we were. We fit in great with all them.
So for Twitch, obviously doesn't need to know, but for the audience, kind of break it down. Like, how did you even start in this world with like in terms of writing and freestyle writing and wanting to do this?
I watched you guys' last podcast with Metzger, and it was the same thing. Just seeing Metzger, he was so cool. He was everything racing wasn't. And like all of us, when Crusty Demons of Dirt, the movie came out, I just knew I want to be like those guys. Like, just going big on a bike, just a rock and roll lifestyle kind of. It was just
he grew up racing
different.
and shit too. Like he always was riding like Gorman and like all those tracks. And then you knew like Brian Farrell and all them before freestyle started, didn't you?
Yeah. Those guys were like the older brothers. They took me under their wing, and then that's the same time you and me linked up. And back then there wasn't freestyle motocross. All this was so new. Even like the whole lifestyle, Crusty Demons, that was so fresh too. So yeah, it was just that's what I want to do for sure.
Bro, this Crusty movie really set the world on fire. Like everybody talks about how impactful this movie was on them. What is it about it?
For our youth, it's just what was cool. It was something different. Like it was something that like all the dudes that didn't want to take life too serious clicked with right off the bat. Because back then, like racing, like you had to be working your ass off every single day, like 24/7. And like for us, we just wanted to ride our bikes and have fun. Yeah. And it evolved into freestyle motocross. Like there was a few dudes that were already doing it, like the dudes we talked about. And then I feel like everyone just saw the Crusty videos and it just clicked. Like, yeah, shout out to Dana and Freeman and all those dudes, Mike Hatchett from like Terra Firma, like all the videos that
Triple X.
Yeah, religiously watched every day when I get home from school. I'd watch one of those videos and then go ride. Like it would just pump me up for the day.
But did you guys think at the time when you were writing that you had to go bigger, you had to get crazier? Was that the reputation you wanted to build?
I think for me, it happened so quick because when I saw these Crusty movies, I knew I wanted to do that. And it feels like the next month Seth saw me at a local track and they took me on the first Crusty trip. And then I think at 15, I was hanging out with all my heroes. The next month, that contest, I met you, that happened. Feel like it happened so quick. I didn't even realize like I was doing what I wanted to do for my dream. It just happened so quick.
But in terms of the sponsors and kind of riding and kind of wearing that Metal Mulisha flag, is that when you guys saw things go to the next level, or was it already going to go that way with or without?
No, that's kind of like when we seen it and when we started getting offers from people to like wear their clothes. Like this fucker had like 16 clothing sponsors at one time, getting paid from every. I don't know anyone that could have any more conflicting sponsors at one time than this fucking dude right here. He was riding for Split. He was riding for Hectic. He was riding for Mulisha. He was riding for who knows. Like every single clothing brand would send this dude money and clothes every single month. And I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you pulling this right now?
How'd you
like,
get away with it?
He's a good talker, dude.
I don't know. I think this right here, it's a perfect story. Like right here, what happens. I know we're going to get into it a lot, but for me, going down that path of like the partying and the lifestyle, how it was back then. I always talk about this, like even at rehab, where it went wrong for me, because in the beginning it was just, it happened so quick, dude.
Yeah, and we had no care in the world.
It was all like the ego and like our sponsor would pay us in bags of pills and weed. I mean, for me, and I know you were in the very beginning, it was only about smoking weed and riding dirt bikes.
Yeah.
And we became friends with the Cottonmouth Kings. And for me and Jeremy, we blast these guys everywhere we go. Cottonmouth Kings. We like looked up to these guys.
Yeah.
They'd motivate us before. And then we became best friends with them. And then it was just so fucking cool back then.
Yeah, it was.
Wait, time out. You would get paid in bags of pills?
Yeah.
Yeah. Balls deep.
Yeah.
That's the
What do you want?
craziest
You want a
thing.
bag of Coke? You want weed? You want pills? What do you want this month? Like,
And I think it's for me. I love that. Like I love it was crazy.
it was different times. Like back
It was
then, like
complete different time.
we were so young and immature. Like we didn't think about the next day or what's going on or anything like that. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
got my first DUI with you in my truck.
yeah.
In Hollywood.
Hey, and I didn't even have a driver's license. They're like, "Are you okay to drive home?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good."
I still don't. What happened? It was you, me, Evans.
Yep.
You guys were throwing beers out, Sunset
Evans
Boulevard.
was wasted throwing shit out the back window
That fucker
and got
got me
him
a
pulled
DUI.
over. And then, yeah, you got your first DUI. I think we were leaving like a movie premiere or something
Yeah,
like
we
that.
were, yeah.
We were heading back to, I don't remember if we were going back to the Valley or if we were going back to like Menifee or something like that.
I think going
But-
back to your chick's house and see me.
Yeah, and I
Maybe.
remember him just sitting on the curb all handcuffed. I'm looking at him. He's just sitting there like, fuck. Like, he's so bummed.
It's a bad one.
Bro,
The bad one.
These stories, and I'm not saying good or bad, but we don't hear about this. Like now you got guys like, for example, Jet and Hunter Lawrence. They're like the two best riders in the world in terms of racing. And they're like in the gym 7 days a week. And those guys don't touch partying. You got guys like, even like say the Concrete Cowboys, they're not doing crazy stuff like this. They're just trying not to get arrested because they're riding wheelies down the street. Like you guys lived in such a bad boy era. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Do you ever see it coming back to that? Do you ever see it being that wild and reckless again? Or was that just an era in
I
time?
think it's different era. Even like the drugs nowadays. I mean, the shit we did with the metal militia, like I can't even talk about some of the shit what we were doing back then. But it was just a different
But
life.
why? I think that's
No
the
social media.
Yeah, no social media.
You
like,
could go out and party and do some drugs and not die that night,
Or have
like
to
with
think
the
about what you were
fentanyl.
doing, yeah.
And I think just no social. It was.
But why was it so crazy? I think that's the common question everybody asks. Was it crazy because the era? Was it crazy just because it was you guys? Like we haven't seen anything like.
I
Metal
think it was
Mulisha
the era.
since-
Just like if you look at like Motley Crue back in the day, how they were in the beginning versus how they are now. It's just
Yeah.
times evolved from what it was. And back then, no one really cared. Like we could do whatever we wanted and no one gave a shit.
Yeah.
And back then, no one wanted to be a part of our program or sponsor us anyways, unless they were like-minded like how we were. You know what I mean? Like there were so many corporate companies like, don't touch those dudes with the 10-foot pole. These dudes are bad for the sport. These dudes will never make it. Like they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And we didn't care. We didn't think about tomorrow. We thought about today. Like, what are we doing today? We never thought about the next day. We just had
never.
fun.
Was there a goal between you guys? Like, hey, we want to make the best video part, or we want to party the hardest, or was it just every day was reckless?
Every day was reckless in the beginning, but then Jeremy took it. He was always a better rider, like no matter what. But then I think he saw the vision, like, dude, if you really got your shit together, you could really do it.
Once I had
You
my
wanted
first
to like
kid.
start winning and shit.
Yeah, once I had my first kid and like just seeing some of the dudes that were winning contests, and I'm like, I have way more bike skill than this dude does.
Yeah,
But I'm
you
out
always-
fucking off and partying, and this dude's not. So I'm like, I would see the difference kind of, but I still wanted to have fun and do that lifestyle and hang out with my buddies and be a part of what we were doing. Like that's all I really cared about, you
Yeah.
know? But then I seriously, like once I had my first kid, that's when I was like, damn, it ain't about me no more. Like I got to get my shit together. Like I got to supply. I need to be able to take care of myself and my kid. So that's like,
Yeah.
that was like my main turning point right there. And that's kind of like, we still hung out a shitload then, but then like we both just went like different roads. You know what I mean?
And what age was that?
Probably 18.
Nah, like 20, early
20,
20s,
yeah.
21, 22. We were still hanging out a shitload, you know what I mean? But like at the end of the night, I would go home and go here and he would go home and do his thing, you know?
It's a crazy relationship because I really do look at Jeremy as like a brother from day one. We did everything and we started
wouldn't
this
see us
shit
apart.
from the beginning. Yeah, and it's just crazy what road you go down. You know, like he really started to take his shit serious and my life just started to get so much darker, like really dark.
Yeah.
You know,
I would always call him like, hey, dude.
It's
dude, you're-
taken a decade for me to even be, I don't know, kind of comfortable even being around you and talking to you because I know
Yep.
I let you guys down so much, dude. And it's still hard for me, bro. Like when I went to rehab, I mean, the Hawaii trip, there's a lot of dark shit from back in the day that like I still hold on to it. Yeah,
it's hard to let go
tough.
of that kind of shit because you know what it could have been or what it would have been. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it was just like I was always so bummed just to see the people he's hanging out with because I was kind of like we would still hang out a lot, but I would go hang out with like my friends and he would go hang out with his group of friends, and I'm like, hey, dude, like you got too many yes men around you. Like when people are like, hey, like dude, you're the shit. Here, eat these. Here, take this. And Morrison, like me and him, we're always like, yeah, fuck, give it to me. I'll take that. I'll take fucking 100 pills and throw them in my pocket. And when they're gone, they're gone. You know what I mean? Like we just did dumb shit like that. And that's kind of like when I don't know, I wouldn't say mature because I'm still a little kid in the grown up's body, but like I still do dumb shit too. It was just, you're always a product of your environment. And so I started trying to surround myself with more successful people. And I would hit up Morrison all the time. Like, yo, dude, come hang out at my house for the week. Come down for the month.
All the time.
And he would be like, no, I'm good, dude. I got some shit going on. And I knew what he was doing. Like when you're doing shit like that and you don't want one of your best friends to know what you're doing, you kind of just distance yourself.
Yeah.
And we all knew what was going on. He knew what was going on. And you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how many people have you tried to help and they don't want it?
A lot.
It's like you feel like a broken record talking to them.
Yeah.
And so like I would always just give Morrison, I would send a message, yo, I'm here if you need anything. Yo, come stay at my house. We're going to go on a film trip if you want to come. And sometimes he would ghost me. Sometimes he would hit me back. And it's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And we're still, we can not see each other for years and we're still best fucking friends.
Yeah.
Like,
for me, it was an ego thing. I think like we talked about getting into this so quick. Like one day, remember with my dad watching Crusty. The next day I was with Seth. Month after that, linked up with this guy. And then every weekend we're in a different state, country. Like I'm doing this. Like, but I didn't realize like, dude, I'm doing what my dream was. And then the chicks, the drugs, the money, all this shit was just started coming. And then, it just blew my ego up. And then, I didn't know how to say no to everything, dude. And you're right. The yes man, I should have been hanging out with the guys that support. Like we did this together, but I started hanging out with the guys that would stroke my ego, like fucking talk me up. Here's a bag of drugs, whatever. And these were my new
it's easy
friends.
to do. It's easy to fall in that hole. Like I've seen it happen to so many people, but that's why I'd always just throw out texts like, yo, come hang out. Yo, let's do this. You know? And like, and every once in a while he would come down for a week or a month and come hang out and like have a shit together kind of, but like, hey, I'll be right back. I'm like, why does this motherfucker keep going to his truck every 20 minutes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like you live and you learn. I'm stoked to see the path you're on now. Like you're happy, you're married, you bought your fucking house. Like,
and it's taken me a while, bro, but it kills me even to think what could have been. I don't know. It's deeper than all the shit we talk about.
For sure.
Because there's just so much shit. I really fucked up a lot of stuff in the past, dude.
But we had some fun. We had some fun times together too.
Some of the
like,
best times ever, for sure.
Like, remember that road trip we took when we went to Colorado Springs and we rode that first demo with Hart in the middle of the street? It was when he first started. Dating
we drove
Pink.
up there with Pink and Hart, smoking weed with everybody.
Just hanging, fucking having fun. We broke his truck. We had to like
broke Hart's truck.
No, we broke Morrison's truck. On our way back, we like jumped the curb, leaving the hotel. A lowered F-150 on like 22s or 24s. We jumped it off the curb, broke the gas tank.
Landed on a curb, and then me and Jeremy, this is like shit nobody saw, but we drove, I think, 4 hours going 15 miles per hour, smoking bong rips, and we didn't even care, just trying to limp the truck.
And Hart followed us. Hart and Pink followed us for like 2 hours. And then finally we pulled over somewhere and they're like, hey, dude, you're on your own. We're getting the fuck out of here. Like, we're going home. Like, I can't believe you guys stayed behind us this long. Like, we're just like, we were taking bong rips driving down the street. And then we had a plastic cup from like McDonald's that we had a vape box with the straw going through. And we would just hold the soda like we were drinking it, but it was like a vaporizer the whole time.
It was classic.
I can't imagine the behind the scenes if you guys were filming back then.
Dude, Dave Dawes has all the video footage of it. Like it's in a couple of videos too. Like
and even the Twitch and Scummy movie, we never thought one time that like we're gonna make this movie big or it's gonna be huge. Not one time.
We were just our buddy Dave was just like, hey, here's these cameras. Go film shit. Give me the tapes whenever you're done. Here's new tapes. Like he was like the genius behind all that shit.
Yeah.
So you guys weren't sitting there being like, yo, we're going to make just like a reckless video.
Not one bit. We were smoking weed, editing, just, didn't
throwing shit at people, throwing stuff out the windows, yelling at everyone.
What was it about Moto at the time that was like the culture? Was it you guys setting the culture? Or is that what Moto was about back then? With like freestyle riding and just kind of being yourself?
I feel like it was kind of like more of like the guys we looked up to. We would see the reckless ones and we're mentally in our own head, we're like, we're gnarlier than these fucking dudes, and we would just do our own thing. Like,
because it wasn't just about being reckless on a bike. It was also about how reckless you could be off a bike.
no, it was the lifestyle that we cared about the most. We could care less about the dirt bike. Like, yeah, that was fun, but the lifestyle is what we were all about.
So you looked forward to just going and partying, or was the party scene like more embracing you guys because you were so crazy on a bike?
It started out as riding, and then the lifestyle, and then probably 4 years, that's when he started taking riding to the next level. I loved the lifestyle all the way through till I had nothing, till I lost everything to my name and I couldn't get out of it. That was like the heavy part. Like, when I feel like you either have it or you don't have it, but the addiction part, like, yeah, I just loved everything about it. You know, I didn't process this till I was in rehab, but I think till the age of 30, I was on something till I was 15.
Yeah.
Every day.
But he would tell us he
big
wasn't.
part of that, it was weed. You know, for the early days, I feel if I would have just stuck to weed, I probably could have wrote it out and maybe like thought about getting better at riding or hanging out with these guys, practicing tricks. I only had fucking like 5 tricks. I did the same
5
shit
really good tricks.
just to do the next jump show,
Just to get by.
get by and party. That was it.
And you were very conscious of the people you surrounded yourself with. Was it because of the environment of you maturing? Like, what was it too about the tricks and the performing and being an athlete, like on the bike, not just partying?
I think a lot of it was ego too, whereas like I would see certain dudes do things where I'm like, that dude fucking sucks. Like, his bike skill is like half of what I am capable of, and he's doing that. So for me, it was more like, fuck that, I'm gonna show this dude what's up. And then I started watching dudes like Hart and racer dudes like McGrath and Metzger, like everyone getting their shit together, watching the shit that they're buying, watching the cars they're driving, where I'm like, I want that. I want this. I'm like, oh shit, I just got to take this a little more serious, and I can have a brand new car. I could have a brand new house. Like, it was just things I started seeing people around me doing. And that's where I was like, I want that. So I feel like for me, I just started going like, okay, I want to be successful. Not even I want to be successful. It's just, I wanted to have money to go do shit. I grew up with nothing. So like, when I had money, I had it spent before I even got it. Before I get the check, I had it cash, or I had it spent. So for me, I just wanted to be able to make more money to go do cooler shit.
And I think it was Susan too. When you met her, that really changed your life too.
Yeah.
You took it to the next level.
Yeah. She would be like, yeah, like, look what these dudes are doing and look what you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of being a dumbass right now. Like, you know, it takes people around you to tell you you're fucking up, to realize it sometimes, you know?
And in terms of the Mulisha, like, I want to dive into that. Do you guys feel that was like the most impactful part of this whole era, or do you feel like that was just like the highlight, like the ending of it before it turned into this like professional era?
No, that's like what started everything for every single one of us that was in Mulisha. You know what I mean?
And it was different back then. It was like characters. We were the bad guys. Pastrana was a good guy. Flying Hawaiian. It was just like, it was different.
Like,
it was all like characters.
That during the time, like that narrative back then was like what you guys wanted. Like, you guys were the bad guys and Pastrana's the good guy.
Yeah. I mean, once again, I think we were just smoked out every day. We were just smoking weed. We didn't really realize. I mean, I don't think we did.
No, we're like,
we didn't realize
I was always a
had.
fan of Pastrana. I always loved what he did because the dude was so talented, but we're always like, dude, that dude's so nerdy. He's always like fucking thumbs up on the podium and we're on the podium like, fuck you. We're throwing rocks at the judges. Like, it was just different lifestyles from different places. Like, we were Southern California. He was East Coast. Like, it was just different, you know?
Was there a big East Coast, West Coast battle besides that? Or?
Not really. It was just us against everyone.
Yeah.
That's how it was. Like, Mulisha was like, the beginning of Mulisha was like, if you don't have a logo on your bike, like, you don't back us, you're not riding with us. We're not riding with you. And I think eventually over time, it was
you had to have the Mulisha flag on your stuff.
Yeah, it was us against everyone.
That is so crazy.
It was pretty gnarly.
If we were at a demo and one person got in a fight, everyone jumped the fence and got in a fucking fight. Like, it's just how it was. Like, no questions asked. Even if our guy was in the wrong, we're like, who cares? We're kicking someone's ass right now. Like, that's just how it was. Remember Irvine Spectrum when we got in a fight? I was
just about to say that. Yeah, Evans.
Tyler Evans was the first one over the fence. Like, we were riding a demo at Irvine Spectrum, and some dude threw a drink through the fence. I remember these dudes, like, there was a bunch of meatheads with their shirts off talking shit every time we would come by. And it was like me, Deegan, Feist, you, Evans, maybe Bo Manley. Like, there was a bunch of us, you know? And came around the fence the next time, and I felt something wet hit me, and I turn around and Evans is climbing over the fence, and then I look, and then we're all climbing over the fence, and it turned into the gnarliest brawl in the parking lot. At the Irvine Spectrum. We whooped these dudes' asses. They got taken out of there. We hopped the fence, got back on our bikes, and finished the demo.
That was a good one. Then in San Diego, when you got arrested.
Before my run.
And then before your run, that was legendary.
Wait, what?
It was like my very first contest I ever won.
That was your first one you won. That was huge.
It was a Vans Triple Crown, I think. Yeah, it was a Vans Triple Crown.
In your hometown?
Yeah, and I did my first run. I did decent. And like I threw like, I don't know why I got all excited. Like I threw my jersey to the crowd. I threw my boots to the crowd, my gloves, like everything. And then hopped in the stands, hung out with all my friends and family. And then I knew my next run was coming up. So I walked out the front door and I'm walking over to my truck to go get a new pair of boots and a jersey. And this fat lady comes out yelling, "He's the one. That's the one who started the fight." I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? And
I forgot about that.
I didn't start no fight. I was in the fucking crowd with my friends. There was a fight next to us.
Yeah.
And then the cops grabbed me in the San Diego Sports Arena had a holding cell underneath it. And they threw me in there in like their little jail. And I'm sitting there and the only one that knows I got arrested was Susan at the time.
Yeah.
And she's out there trying to tell Troy Kuzma, remember Troy? From Feld, like, "Hey, Jeremy's in the cell, like they arrested him, blah, blah, blah." And I hear them like, "Hey, Jeremy Stenberg, your run's up next." And they're calling me and I'm sitting there and I'm in jail. Like,
it was
dude,
something out
I'm going
of
to
a
miss
movie.
my fucking run in my hometown. Like, this is fucked right now. Like, dude, like what the fuck? Like I was tripping. And then Troy comes over, gets me out. I throw on someone's boots and someone else's gloves and no jersey, go out and won
the race. It was pretty sick.
It was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that was your first.
That was my first win. Yeah.
And were you on Mulisha already?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the very early days of it. Yeah.
It was the first contest I won.
Yeah, the early days of Mulisha, there was no stickers. I remember spray painting like
Logos,
shit on our bikes
everything.
and stuff. It was cool.
And how did the approach, like how was the conversation like, "Hey, do you want to ride for Mulisha?" Or like how
It
was
wasn't
done?
like that.
I remember there was a party where Larry had, I don't know if we can talk about this, but a plate and a line of Coke all the way around.
Oh, we can talk about it.
Okay, yeah. I remember that. We had to get our tattoos.
Yep.
Some sketchy tattoo.
You had to get tattooed?
It was, I don't even know. how
Wait, you had to get
explain that.
tatted to get in Mulisha?
He was at a different time than I was because I went and just got mine. I was like, fuck it. They were like, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get a Mulisha tattoo on my neck." They're like, "No, you're not."
Yeah, this one right here. I just saw it.
Yeah, and then I went and did it. And that's our boy right there, Adam Pierce.
Yeah, and this is when
yours?
you had the horns coming out of your lips.
I had the 3 spikes.
That was bad.
That so what happened? You show up to this party and everybody's there. Who's there from
I
Mulisha?
just remember Larry. It was just one of those dark nights. He came up. "You got to do this to be in the Mulisha." And then remember that
Yep.
he Loki. I think he didn't think I was one of the guys. He thought I was some poser, so he gave me an extra tooth to like
On his Mulisha
to
tattoo.
fuck up the Mulisha tooth or the Mulisha. And then that was a whole deal.
Why did he do that?
Our buddy Loki was fucking crazy.
He didn't think I was one of the guys, so he like fucked it up intentionally, and then he felt bad.
I like how
that
you got
was one of the
a
dudes.
buck tooth Mulisha tattoo.
So you're the only one with a buck-tooth Mulisha.
Yeah.
So
Only
there's your
dude in the
Mulisha.
world.
You had it on your back of your neck too, right?
Yeah.
And
Not then, just the side one then.
How old were you in this?
Right there, I was probably 20.
Well, right here is that this.
I
is
don't
the
think I
Mulisha
had my
tattoo.
kid yet. Yeah, I was like 20, 21.
And so then, what did you guys think Mulisha was to you guys at the time?
Our gang.
Yeah,
It was
pretty much
basically
like
a gang back
yeah.
then.
But
It's
did
hard
you-
for me to look at shit back in the day, dude. We were so retarded. At least I was. It was.
No, I was too.
But did you feel like you were like innovating the game? Did you feel like you guys were becoming, like pioneering this like freestyle lifestyle culture? Like, what did you
No.
think you were doing?
I think
I
we were
didn't
just
want
stoked.
that.
I think
That's
we
it.
were just stoked that people would notice us out in public all the time.
Yeah.
Like it was just like an ego thing. You know what I mean? Like we were just having fun riding our dirt bike and we liked getting recognition for it anytime we go anywhere.
Was it crazier during the beginning stages when it came to partying and the lifestyle, or did it, as Mulisha grew and you guys grew, is that when the partying and the lifestyle just became out of control?
Yes.
Like back in this day, it was just me and Jeremy just riding, having fun. Like every single weekend, every day, just showing up, smoking weed, riding our bikes. And then that's just when shit was popping off. People were videoing us. That's kind of how our names got bigger. But yeah, for me in the early days, it was just all about riding. That's it. Riding
We used
with
to
this
ride our
guy
buddy
all
Mike
the time.
Manetta's cabin, or actually it was Dave Dawes, Porno Dave's cabin. He used to live right there off the side of the what is it, the 5 and the
freeway, yeah.
120 and
Just a 5.
Just a 5, right before
Yeah.
Magic Mountain. They had this big ass cabin out in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of land, and we would just get stoned and go dig trails all day and ride pit bikes and dirt bikes. And we would go out to Gorman, which is this track right here. And Morrison would try to jump the whole track in one jump every single time that he got a chance. I was always like more stoked on like the technical shit, and Scummy always wanted to just jump anything that was big as hell. Like anything he could hit 5th gear wide open, he's like, watch this, I'm gonna jump this whole thing.
But did you guys, like when it came to tricks, did you guys kind of like share tricks, work on tricks together? Like, or was it strictly just freestyle? Because it's so hard to identify the eras. Like it's so hard for me to figure out when you guys became these like larger than life names. Because this type of content, you never see this content anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you see it, but not to this level where it's so impactful. It's like these like cultural moments.
I think it went from this stage where it's like partying, having fun, then the next stage when you started taking your shit serious, and then where it is now, probably you think like 3 kind of stages when you started doing the backflip. It's kind of sad. Like for me, I think I only had like 3 or 4 years of riding. Like where it was like more legit. Yeah. It's sad for me to think about it because people like,
because you've been around the whole time. Like you've always ridden.
Yeah.
That's one
like
thing
really
I love too.
Think about it. Like I didn't have much of riding. My whole career was based around drugs and fucking off and like making an idiot of myself. And the whole time it's sad.
It happens. You know what I mean? And it's hard to get out of shit like that.
It's really
sometimes.
sad. All the people that have died, man. All our buddies. There's so many
of our friends.
I mean, I think it's rad no matter doing this, just you and me are still here and seeing how good you're doing because people don't know how you were growing up. You had nothing.
Yeah.
You had absolutely nothing. You worked for everything you got, dude. It's sick.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's really fucking cool, man.
That's rad.
When did the train become an idea? The train jump?
The LBZ movie, there's one of our heroes that jumped it, and that's in Simi Valley, my hometown.
Like
it was just
right by his house?
Like the hometown jump.
So you're like, the hometown jump needs to be done by you.
Well, that's the thing
for
is like
sure.
this
It
dude
was
would
huge.
he would hit gnarly shit, and he would always, like me and him, like it was always a competition of who would jump something first. Like if we showed up, we were trying to gear up as fast as we could to see who would jump it first. 90% of the time, he would gear up before me and jump it, and I'm like, this motherfucker, and then he would be like, hey, film me, I'm gonna take my shirt off and jump this thing. Remember, like every jump he had to jump with no shirt on. Like there's so many fucking videos on the internet of him riding
It
with no
hurts because
shirt.
back in the day, we'd go for all the jumps before anybody on 125s. And
We would always be on the smallest bikes jumping everything first.
yeah, and it sucks because I feel like, I don't know, if I would have got my shit together and stuck with you and you would have, I don't know, because you always had my back, dude. Always trying to help me. And like what could have been, what maybe I could have like figured out a flip and like
For sure.
done the shit with you guys. But yeah, it never happened.
And that era too, like the flip scared a lot of people back then, you know? But I remember when you were doing this and you were shoveling this jump up, when you did this jump, were you eating pills a bunch then too?
Yeah.
Were you on pills when you jumped it?
Yeah.
Yep. I could see it in your eyes right there.
Yeah.
Like you look so glazed over, dude.
That jump doesn't even, I mean, this is just like,
This thing's gnarly.
yeah.
So many people have been fucked up on this jump because of this guy right here.
A lot of guys, but that was the lifestyle back then. I feel it was more motley crew, dude. Just
Go
partying,
gnarly
staying
shit.
up all night, doing the crazy shit.
I'm gonna jump this
until
jump
it wasn't.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
And then show up and do it.
yeah, until it wasn't, man. Then, yeah, I don't know. I think the pain pills got me bad, and then hanging out with the bad guys, and they showed me what black tar heroin was, and then
Dust off.
that's
black
how it
tar
got
heroin.
bad.
What does that feel like? Black tar heroin. That doesn't
Heroin?
Even sound, no, black tar heroin sounds horrible.
That's what it is.
It's literally
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
you smoke it.
Gnarly.
that's got to just put you out for a week.
No, I mean when it's just like a pain pill, really, when you're smoking it. But that's like,
When you build up a tolerance.
yeah, it's sad because that's kind of just my whole fucking story, dude. Like, I wish we could be talking all about Ryan, but it started us, got into pain pills, smoking weed,
Yeah.
ego, people give me whatever I wanted, never had to go search for any drugs. And then, yeah, I just remember some guy showed me what black tar heroin was. They're like, it's the same thing as pain pills, but you smoke it. And then me, I'm an addict. Like that's all I would think about when these guys
Once
are
you
hitting me
tried
up
it.
about riding. That's all I could think about. That's it. And it's sad because it started from dirt bikes, dude. Me and my dad going to the track every weekend, hanging out with these guys, having a dream, like fulfilling my dream, riding my dirt bike with my best friends. And then now all I can think about was drugs, dude. That's it. It was the pain pills. It just took over me. And it just
And that was
like,
after
my
being
life.
hurt for a while too. Like you would get hurt.
Yeah, I got my
eat a bunch of
spleen
pills.
taken out, broke some bones, but that was like, it was always a green light for me to start taking pills.
It was easier and it was justifiable. You're like, oh, well, I'm hurt. I can eat these right now.
Yeah.
Like,
And then the ego thing, once I started having a name that just like, it ruined me, dude. The ego just killed me.
What was the gnarliest crash you feel like you had that you were like, all right, pain pills, this is where it kicks in? Or was pain pills more like a recreational thing?
It was recreational. Then when I got hurt, it was just more of.
That's like the biggest story though for a lot of athletes, not just your story.
no, a lot of athletes, yeah.
I think it's funny because I know a lot of shit, dude. A lot of people struggle with it more than people think.
More than what you know, yeah.
A lot of people. And it's it's just that's the story right here. If you get your shit straight and you like really focus on the dream of riding a dirt bike and like take it to the next level, like look where Jeremy's at, dude. He's killing it. And it's all from hard work. And then I only started really getting back on top a couple of years ago. It took me a whole nother decade to figure out my shit, and I lost everything a few times. And that's just where you go. And like for kids out there now, it's like you fuck around partying, like so many kids are dying with all this fentanyl stuff going on, dude. I just think it's a big thing and it's crazy like where my life ended up because now I'm part owners in a rehab. It's just weird like where my life took me.
Yeah.
When I think about it all the time, I process so much of this shit, but like what if I got my shit straight back in the day, started doing backflips and then I got paralyzed? Because we've seen
could have been completely
so many
different. Yeah.
people, like there's so much trauma of our buddies getting so fucked off in front of us. Like Chris Ackerman getting paralyzed right in front of us. We've seen so much death, so much shit. But yeah, you just have to glaze that shit over and know like we're riding tomorrow. I remember Ackerman got paralyzed and then
we were stuck with him out in the middle of the desert for like 6 hours. There was a gnarly storm. They couldn't get a helicopter into Dumont.
And it was just all of us holding hands, praying. And you could hear a pin drop and our friend dying right in front of us. It was one of the heaviest things
and
ever.
Then he made it, ended up being a quadriplegic. And he was like, I want to say he was the longest living quadriplegic ever. Like he made it a long time, dude. He just recently passed away a few years ago. And that was one of our best friends.
Do you think, I've heard you talk about the flips multiple times. Do you feel like that was like a big turning point in freestyle?
100%. Yeah.
It made and broke a bunch of different dudes.
Everybody brings that up on multiple pods too, that's where a lot of people had to take a step back.
Yeah. I got into freestyle because it was everything racing wasn't. It was anti the rules. I was never down with the contest. Even from day one, I don't know. That's not why I got into it.
It was easy money.
It was just easy money, riding, having fun with our boys. And then Jeremy saw like, dude, if I got my shit together, I could like start making real fucking money and like doing this. I never saw that.
Why, you guys weren't making money with Mulisha?
Not much. There wasn't much money to be made then. Like,
Yeah.
it was
I
still
thought Mulisha was like $100 million brand.
No,
Yeah,
in
towards
the
the very
beginning,
end,
it was just a
there was
gang.
nothing.
We really looked at it as a gang. It was just
It didn't get
our
big
best
until
friends.
like La Jolla Group licensed it.
Yeah.
That's when it got big.
And then I'll go back to that story about flips. But for Mulisha, for the fans, obviously you guys are OGs. The original squadron though, that was a part of Mulisha. You guys weren't all making money when you first started?
Maybe a couple $100 a month.
Yeah.
That was your sponsor.
But that's all it was. That's all
every
it was.
time I saw you as a kid, and you're not that much older than me, but when I would go like say to Staples Center or when I would watch these videos or when I would see magazines or shops, like that logo was everywhere on you guys.
Yeah.
But this was 10 years before you saw that. This was in the very beginning,
So
like
that was
99,
10 years of
2000.
building.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
10 years of building the brand of Mulisha with you guys making these content pieces behind the scenes.
I don't even think it was content. I think it was a fucking lifestyle of like partying all night, riding our bikes, getting in fights, fucking just what we did. We really made the name.
Yeah.
It was like a true gang in the beginning for sure.
People either loved us or hated us.
So then when did Mulisha become like a business where you guys were making money or maybe you guys weren't even there?
We were making money in the beginning a little bit, but like once La Jolla Group took it over and licensed it, they're the ones that like gave a budget. Like, hey, here's what you have for sponsors. Here's what you have for marketing. Here's what we're going to do.
And who did they give that money to?
That was mainly you guys because at that point I was Just doing my thing, just trying to get by. And Jeremy,
That's
at
when I
that
was, like,
level,
winning
he was
shit.
like killing it, making the real money. That's like when La Jolla took over Mulisha. That's when they focus on Jeremy, Deegan, Feist, like the main dudes.
But isn't there a story where you guys were like on a tour and Deegan got kicked off the tour like the first week?
Oh yeah, Warped Tour. He was, dude. He fucked so much shit up. Is that what we're talking
Yeah,
about?
I think so.
Yeah, I remember, dude. It was
I wasn't
so
there
gnarly.
that year.
Oh,
Because you did Warped Tour before me, the year before me, and then you did the Australian one too with Manly.
Yeah, you didn't
And I
do
didn't
it
do
with
it 'cause
Deegan.
I
I
had-
just remember Deegan. He was so fucked up. He was heating up burritos in our bus, and he was going into every tour bus and shoving burritos in everyone's VCRs and trying to fight everybody. Like, yeah, it was rad.
Wait, why?
Evans, like
Just being
out
us,
of
just doing
nowhere,
stupid
like
shit.
you know
Just to
who
do it.
Flogging Molly is?
Yeah, of
You
course.
know the lead singer.
Yeah.
Like Deegan was gonna kill that guy for no reason.
Why?
Flogging Molly, that dude, the little Irish guy,
Yeah.
he's such a nice guy.
I
I
love
don't
that
know.
song.
I think he like Deegan thought he looked at him wrong or something, and then Deegan was really gonna like try and kill the guy. We were trying to stop him. It was fucking chaos, dude.
We would pull the bus over in the middle of the night so dudes could fight. Remember when Manly wanted to fight Carlton on the side of the road? Like, we're hey, pull the bus over. We're getting the cameras up. These dudes are
I mean, we
fighting
have
right
stories
now.
for days. But
But
then
you
a
guys
pin-
were all in militia. You were trying to fight each other?
Dude, when people start drinking and getting fucked up, different shit happens.
Yeah.
So who was on the tour that then there's this famous story. I think it was like Warped Tour, like you said, and then Deegan got kicked off. Who kicked him off then? Isn't it was
Kevin Lyman did.
Yeah, 'cause it
the
was- it
main
was
guy. But
Van's
then I
Warped Tour.
remember like a paintball company, they sponsored our bus.
Yeah.
And we were in the back of our bus just sniping people, just fucked up
Yeah.
shit. Like, I mean, it goes on for days, every
Stupid
single
shit.
day. For me, it's sad. That was kind of like the highlight of my, like, just how much fun I had on Warped Tour. I think that's kicked off a lot of my addictions and everything. But living on a tour bus, riding 3 days, then partying all night,
Seeing all the
showing
punk
up to
rock
the next
bands
day.
every day,
You
like-
only did 1 year. I think it was
Yeah.
more like, it was just such a lifestyle thing for me.
Because
I
it's
fucking
like a
loved it.
never-ending party. For those that
It
don't
is.
know what the
It's
Warped Tour
never-
was,
It's
back then,
Groundhog
break
Day. It was
down.
different
Yeah,
back
break
in the
it down
day.
for the people that don't understand how it was back then.
Every day you'd wake up in the tour bus, you'd have 2 jump shows. And then for me, it was just going out, seeing how many chicks I could hook up with, partying, getting through the 2 jump shows, then going on stage with all your favorite punk bands. And they
Yeah,
were like
it was
looking up
sick.
to us and then partying all night.
When
And
you're
then-
around that environment, like you're a product of it, you know what I mean? Like you're hanging out with all your bands that you've listened to and love. They're partying, so you're partying. Like it would be a tiny bit windy. We would look out the window early in the morning. We're like, fucking looks windy. We would find our road managers. He would have a bathroom tote bag full of Norcos or Vicodins, and we would just grab a handful and stick them in our pocket each. And we're like, let's just start eating pills. We're not riding today. It's fucking windy, you know? Like we would just do stupid shit like that all day. Like just like, what are we gonna do? We're stuck on a bus and we're stuck in fucking Tahoe today and we're not riding. And then 2 hours later, they come in the bus and we're all fucked up. They're like, you guys' show's in 10 minutes. We're like, it's fucking windy. They're like, no, it's not. It's perfect out. We're like, fuck. All right, let's gear up and go ride real quick and we'll come back and eat some more pills. Like that's just the mentality that we had. Like
Yeah.
we were fucking stupid. Like we did some
Very
dumb
stupid,
shit. Like,
yeah.
dude, remember? Well, this is dumb and funny, but we used to Warped Tour. I remember, for instance, San Francisco. Dude, Warped Tour would get the longest fucking line. And we would just want to film stupid shit. So we would piss in bottles and we would go outside and stick them on this like little curb thing with the lid halfway unscrewed. And we would be filming and be like, hey, come over. You want some tickets? We'll get you VIP tickets. And people would come up, chicks would come up, dudes would come up. It'd be like 6, 7 in the morning. And we would just fucking stomp on this bottle of piss and it would shoot all over them at like fucking 6 in the morning. And these people were at Warped Tour the whole entire day. Like we would do some of the dumbest shit just to get a laugh for ourselves. And it's like,
That's all. I think that's what it was.
That's horrible, man.
It was the only thing we
But
did
dude,
it just
that's
for us.
horrible.
we were 18, 17 years old, little kids raising each other, figuring this shit out for ourselves. Like none of our parents were around. We're on the road with
Who
fucking
was
rock
managing
stars.
you guys?
Us.
Who was the team dad at the time?
Oh, people that were in charge of us? I don't want to blow him out, but he was eating pills the whole time, so he wasn't in charge of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So you guys, it was just reckless on top of reckless, managing
yes,
reckless.
just stupid shit. Like,
Yeah,
dude, we would have
yeah,
so
that's
much
never
fun.
been duplicated again. People would be in jail.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
no,
like,
it could never happen.
But the
again,
Warped
for
Tour
sure.
was a never-ending party. Like me
It was.
personally, because I was a part of one of the paintball brands that was at the time that was sponsoring the Warped Tour.
Oh, I wonder if you were sponsored.
You were the guy then.
No.
Tell your dad thank you, dude.
Yeah, it was my dad. No, but I remember going with my dad, and it was the Pomona Fairground one.
Yeah.
And it was just so insane at the time. I had just gone to my first Cypress Hill B-Real concert with Linkin Park, and B-Real was playing paintball at SC Village. So I was like kind of connected with all them at the time. I was young. I was 12, 13. And I remember going and looking, and I was like scared. I was like, these guys will kill me. That the horns, the vibes, the craziness. And I remember just being like, this is larger than life. Like, this is something that, like, it was bigger. Like the freestyle moto and the sounds and the noises when you're a kid, it was crazier than like the punk rock bands. And it was crazier than everything else going on.
So how you think about it?
Yeah.
Imagine being 17, 18 with no parental guidance around for 3 months straight the summer.
On
the
tour.
whole Warp Tour, on a tour bus in a different state every day.
And you could do whatever you wanted. There was no repercussions for your actions because they needed us. We were like the biggest part of that show. So we could do whatever the fuck
we got away with
wanted.
everything,
It was lawless.
It was
we got away
lawless.
with everything.
And that is where
Were they paying you guys?
yeah. We were making good money.
Dude. Was that the original, like, probably tour, like freestyle?
100%.
Tour? Yeah.
Then I did one the next summer. It was the same thing, Warp Tour in Germany.
Oh, wow.
The deconstruction tour. And I remember
I didn't do that one.
I got arrested riding my bike around. I think I was drunk the night before and cops were trying to stop me. And I rode past them. I flipped them off and I got arrested and they took me to a German jail. And I was there for a night and that was fucking one of the scariest things ever. And then, all the money I was supposed to make at the end of the tour, I didn't get anything. So I did that whole tour for free because they said they had to break me out of jail.
It cost that much to get him out?
A lot of money.
Gnarly.
And what's up, and to kind of switch gears here for a second, what's up with the pit bikes in the 50s? And like, was this your thing? Was this something that was going
We
on?
started
at the time?
like
What
we
made us.
we didn't realize how big like we blew the 50 scene up back in the day. We never thought we were like trying to blow these 50s up. Like, let's make this a thing. We just rode for fun, smoked 4-foot bong rips every day.
Oh, dude.
We would ride to our buddy's house. And
Our boy
that's it.
Eric Mydrick used to live in Menifee, and this was his backyard for BMX trails. There's Metzger talking shit to us.
This
Like,
was some of the best times of my
one
life,
day we
dude.
were just like, after watching Crusty Demons, they were all riding like the old school Z50s back in the day. Remember like Randy Lawrence and Imig and all those dudes doing similar shit to this, but just like doing tracks, and like they would go ride like the old Cottonwood BMX trails. And then a few years later, we were bored and we're like, yo, let's go buy 50s. And we just bought 50s and just started riding every day. And like, this helmet camera was 10 years before a helmet camera or GoPro even
I think
came out.
GoPro
Wait,
owes
this
us
is
a
not
lot.
a GoPro?
No, this was a fucking hand cam with the fisheye lens duct taped to the top of our helmet.
I low-key thought that was a GoPro.
No,
this is
we started this and
Yeah.
we did so much shit that we didn't even think we were like really starting. Like that angle, no one's ever had that. That's
Especially
a duct
back
tape
then.
tripod.
That's in like 2005 right there, dude.
But what was up at the time? Like,
No,
you
maybe
guys are
even
just-
2003, 2004.
2003, yeah,
That's
that was way
old,
before
dude.
that.
Is that Metzger?
Yeah, that's Mets right there.
Yeah, like this is just such an era of authenticity. It's like just so organic fun.
Just
I know
having
it's crazy,
fun, dude.
but it's like you look at it and you just feel nostalgic.
Yeah.
Like I watch this and I'm just like, wow, this is lit. I mean, I ride this 50 Twitch gave me around the parking lot and I have the time of my life.
Yeah.
But I watch these videos all day long. It's a different era for sure, but it was pioneering. Like this content is like jackass for moto. Like you guys did things, you guys set like the ground rules. We have so many like younger, I would call them like game changers coming on this podcast constantly, like the CJs and the Jasons and the Colby Rahas and all these guys. And they always bring you guys up. They always bring up this.
Speaking of Raha, Morrison's the one that put Raha on the map. Like
How's
if it
that?
wasn't for
Break that
Morrison,
down.
most people wouldn't know who Raha is.
Break it down.
I was doing these freestyle motocross classes and just some little kid came up to me. He's like, dude, can I hit this ramp with you? I'm like, yeah. And he was sick. The ramp was like 20 feet, but he was getting flat. He was just some young
was a
kid.
Grom.
And Grom, doing construction every day, just trying to make ends meet. Yeah, and I took him to one of my freestyle classes in Arizona, taught him how to hit a ramp for the first time. And then, I just saw this kid had so much talent and such a hard worker. I saw I told him this, I saw a lot of you and him.
Mm-hmm.
He just wanted this so bad and doing whatever he had to do just to like ride his dirt bike. And yeah, it's really cool where he's at, dude.
Yeah, it's cool to see where he was coming from, like racing and hanging out with you
Yeah.
and like learning the ropes, and then making a name for himself. You know?
Yeah, no, he's killing it. And has he
went
been
and
on
did
this
the-
yet?
Huh?
Has he been on this?
Yeah, he's been on. He went and did the train jump too. There's a video of him getting chased by the cops doing the train jump.
I was there.
We
I
talked about it on
filmed
the
the
pod with
landing.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was stuck there. The cops, I was on the landing filming him do that. And it was fucking so crazy. Right when he was about to go, it was crazy. It was me and Jay on the landing. 2 cops came and they weren't, but it was just fucking nuts how like we heard the train coming. So we're like, Colby, get your bike started. The train's coming. And then all of a sudden 2 cops come.
Like,
And they like
perfect
try
timing.
and block him in and just watching it from up top, seeing it all go down.
He's like running around the cops.
He goes
like,
around the cops, jumps the jump, and then he bones out because he parked at Home Depot like a mile away. But then me and Jay were stuck on the landing. So we had to like run a quarter mile, hide in bushes. And then we had to call our buddies to pick us up and they were looking for me. It was sick.
After
Unfucking
he
real.
did the train jump, a lot of people started going there and getting hurt. And before they could even jump it, the cops would show up because people would be like, hey, there's people over at the train jump. They're shoveling it or they're working on it right now. Where like this dude would go out there late at night, shovel it when no one's around, and then show up the next day and hurt him jumping and get out of
Yeah.
there.
That was a huge jump, but I remember back then, that was like at the last stage of where like we were riding. I just felt so good on my bike, dude. I miss that feeling so much, bro. Like back in the day, showing up, we talk about how nervous I am to come down to your house now. It's like when you just feel one with your bike. I remember that feeling, and I'm just so scared and like
You always had so much bike skill. Like you always could do anything. Nose wheelie for a mile, land your bike on a stand. Like just the stupidest shit you were always so good at. Like you had so much skill, you know? And that's where it all comes from is just think
Yeah.
about how much you were riding back then. We would ride every day 4 to 5 times a day. Like we would go
All
ride in the
day
morning.
long.
We'd be on our way home, get some food, be like, yo, let's go ride again. We'd go someone else's house and ride. Yo, let's go off Lake Street in Lake Elsinore and go ride our pit bikes real quick when I used to live over there off Lake Street. And then
All day,
we'd
every
go
day.
ride dirt bikes again down at Deegan's before dark. Like we would literally, all we did is ride dirt bikes. That's it.
And that was all you wanted to do.
That's all we cared about.
And at this time when you guys were filming this, you guys were still on Mulisha?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then did the breakup with Mulisha, were you guys together when that was happening, or did you already kind of go your own separate way?
I think we were kind of together. I mean, I don't remember a lot. Were you there when you guys had that intervention for me
Yeah.
at Deegan's?
Yep.
You were still on Mulisha. I
Yeah, I
think
was
you
still on
guys
Mulisha
broke
then.
up right after
Right
that.
after,
I
like
feel
2010 was when I was like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a sad deal. Like everything. I think it for me, it got sad when the money came in because everybody forgot what it was about. Like we were like so tight. We were like fucking brothers. And when the money came in, he never forgot. But a lot of the other guys, I don't know.
Everyone just had
changed-
egos, you know, like,
changed big time.
yeah.
The ego of what though? The ego of making money, the ego of being famous, the
People's
ego of being
names
the
getting
best.
bigger than other people's names, taking the spotlight away from someone, like
To
shit like
summarize
that.
what you've been asking,
Yeah.
like what is different from now and then, I think back then when there wasn't really much ego, when it was just a brotherhood, that's
Yep.
when it was the most fun because
Yeah.
it was just about all of us hanging out, riding our bikes, doing jump shows. And then now what it is now, it's
Yeah.
just a whole different,
Well,
it
it's
will
with
never
every
be
story.
repeated.
It's
Yeah, it'll
with
never
every
be
story.
repeated ever. It was just brotherhood. That's what it truly was back in the day.
Yeah, you look at like any action sports era of icon groups like the Z Boys and whatnot. So
Yep,
it's
exactly.
always broken up by money. It's always broken up by one guy getting more famous than the other guy. And then the brotherhood goes from 2 guys riding 50s through the middle of nowhere like
Yeah.
this to then like the spotlight. And then
Yeah.
it's like, how do you control that? It's hard to go back to this. Like this seems like such a selfless era. It seems like just such an innocent era, even though you guys are just young and crazy and wild.
We didn't
and-
think we were filming. Our buddy Dave was filmed us all the time, but we were just there, just him and
Not a
me
care in the
riding
world.
our 50s. That's it. Just having fun
It's
and
so
riding dirt
crazy
bikes.
though, because like this still inspires half the youth today. Like all
Yeah.
the kids that come on the pod, and you know, since me and Twitch have done this, I fell in love with moto. You know, and obviously I love watching racing now with like the Lawrence brothers. And
Yeah.
we have all the kids come on here, but like I think it is the coolest genre of action sports. That and skating. You know,
Yeah.
surfing's amazing too, but like it's very hard to be like attached to a wave that's on the other side of the world that you probably will never see or be able to ride.
Yeah.
But this is like, I got one of these hills at my SC Village paintball park. I can go tomorrow and take my 50 and think I'm
Yeah.
in the video.
Yeah.
And even at my age, that's a cool thing to think about.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
What about your like legendary bike setups and like your gear setup? Like Did you guys
His
have
gear? You mean his baggy shorts with no jersey?
Yeah, yeah. Like, did you have like a stylist? Did someone from Mulisha tell you what to wear?
No,
Did
he
you
did
guys?
his own
No.
shit. This guy's always been super stylish, dude. Like, cuts all his long sleeve shirts with thumb holes in them, cuts all his sleeves off. Like, he just always did his own thing. He never looked like anyone else or tried to look like anyone else. That's what I always liked about him. He just did his own thing. He didn't care what anyone thought about him.
And did you look at it like that? Did you look at it like I just want to be separate from all these dorks?
No, no, just I don't know.
Just like I want to be me.
Sort of thing, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you would think what a time like in today's time, for example, like social media, it's for sure blowing you up again. And it's for sure reminding people of maybe the newer generation of these videos and content. And do you see that now? Like being on social?
It's hard for me to look back at a lot of this shit.
Yeah.
Really, like these were some of the best times in my life, but it's fucking weird. There's like 10 or 15 years where I was just so gone and trying to like still try and think I was in the game. Like my ego, all that shit, but I wasn't doing shit. And I was making an idiot of myself. Yeah, it was weird.
But does it bring you some sort of peace or at least good feeling knowing that guys like Twitch always were thinking about you?
100%. No, like I told him,
path?
I mean, it took me a long time to like even talk to you again because I just feel like I let so many guys down, you know, and just they were always there for me. And I don't know. I mean, I made a phone call to this guy like 2 weeks ago doing my 12 steps in AA. That's like what I do that saved my life. But there's 9 people on that list and he was one of them that I just feel like I'd apologize for all the shit I did in the past.
And I knew he was calling
and
me for a reason.
It took me 2 months to do that. Really? It's still hard for me to go down to Temecula. I get like PTSD and shit. And it's hard.
What is the hard part? And I mean this sincerely. What's the PTSD from? The idea of going back to that era of your life?
No, I think I just had a lot of
out?
dark days when you're addicted to drugs and just a lot of dark shit. And then seeing
like
all my friends,
like,
seeing all my friends killing it. You know, he deserves everything he has. This isn't just like I'm a good rider. He like such a business guy and everything he has.
Yeah, and he's hardworking.
Hardworking.
I don't know a single guy. I don't know a single guy at his level that still grinds as much. I mean, he's at all of our shoots. He's always helping us create content. He's always on the phone with Santo Studio or with our new Jaxxon drops. He's helping us design the new watch. He's always wearing the product. Like, I give him his praise 24/7 because he deserves it. But what you're saying is true, though. Like, he deserves it because he does it. He does the work. And I think a lot of people don't get that. They think, oh, that guy was put on a pedestal. He's a legend. You're so lucky. It's like, luck's a little bit, yes, but 90% of it is, are you waking up every morning grinding?
Yeah, it's not luck for him. I mean, there's not a lot of guys that have been with you since day one that are still here. Cameron, a couple other people, but
Well, why is that? That's an interesting subject. All these dudes were talented as well. Do you think they didn't want to work as hard as you?
No, I think more of it was like same with ego. Like once you start falling off, it's hard not to be the guy all the time. You know what I mean? Like when you are the guy, and that kind of goes away, I feel like it make or breaks people. Sometimes they're like
100%.
All right, I'm gonna work harder. And some dudes are like, I kind of don't want to see anyone. Like they shelter themselves, you know? Like
And in our sport, what do you do when like we both wanted to get tattooed? We were fucking 60, wanted to get
we were
covered
racing to
so
get tattoos
quick, like,
every day.
A lot of ghetto shit, but what do you do when you're making money, you have this lifestyle, you got a name, you're making, what do you do after that?
Yeah.
To get a normal fucking job? Or like, I mean, there's so many of our friends. That is such a hard pill to swallow in every sport. Surfing, moto, like even a lot of the supercross guys. What do you do after when all you know is how to ride a dirt bike? You make a living. Everybody looks up to you. You're getting paid big money. And then that day happens when you stop riding. What do you do? Like get a job at fucking Target or like, because a lot of these guys, you don't have education. I dropped out of 10th grade. That was a huge one for me. Like what, I know I'm like losing it all, but what the fuck am I doing after? Like what do you do?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very scary thing, dude. A lot of our friends fucking are dead, committed suicide.
Because of that.
I think Evans is a big one. Just a lot of guys. It's a big one.
we look at a lot of these YouTube videos and a lot of tricks, and a lot of people talk about putting together tricks and parts and videos in today's time. And it's similar to like the skate world. I think that these videos are a big piece of the culture. You've talked about some of the tricks. You even talk about now these ramps and these jumps you're building in your backyard, and the content you've been putting out is crazy. What was like the craziest, most proudest trick you ever pulled off or stunt that you felt like the execution and the planning going into it was like, all right, that was amazing?
I didn't have nothing to talk about. I just like doing like big jumps for me, but it was so small. I think for you, when we did the backflip, when you did the first backflip, driving up to Vegas.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah. Like he was there when I did my first backflip because
that was huge.
My first ever backflip. Were you there?
Yeah, we drove up.
No. Were you there like the couple weeks before that when we
No,
went up
I
there?
didn't. No, I heard. So did you do it that time?
So I went up there. I went up there.
Didn't
I road tripped up there with Feist. We stopped at Sink Mars' house. Clifford came. Hart would only let a few people come out to his compound. His dad had this construction site out in Vegas and built him a foam pit. He was flipping and he invited us all out. He's like, why don't you guys come out here and flip? And at the time, it was him and Travis Pastrana. They were the only one that had a foam pit. Oh, wow. And everyone was trying to flip then. And I was partying a lot back then. Like I wasn't really riding as much. And I went up there with all those dudes. I jumped in the foam pit 3 times, never went for a flip. I was scared as hell. Like I was like, turning the corner and I'm sitting there shaking. I'm so scared. I'm like, I can't. This bike is so heavy. I can't pull this thing around. Feist sticks a flip. Sink Mars sticks a flip. Clifford does a flip. And Hart's on the foam pit talking shit to me. And I'm just sitting there like this. Just licking my lips, nervous as hell. Like, he's like, you gonna flip pussy or what? I'm like, nah, dude. And Hart called me every single day for like 2 weeks talking shit. You fucking pussy. Come back up to Vegas. You're a pussy, dude. Why didn't you flip? Like, I gave you an opportunity. And I'm like, fuck, dude. So when I went home, I was riding a shitload. And this is the same trip that we went with Hart and Pink to Colorado.
Was that it?
Yeah.
I forgot about
we were
that.
driving to Colorado and we called Hart. I'm like, I knew he was out at the foam pit practicing flips because there was a contest coming up. I'm like, are you still out at the pit? I'm like, yeah. Or he was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I want to flip. He's all, dude, don't make me wait out here and you show up and you don't flip tonight. Because if I wait here and you don't do a flip, I'm going to be fucking pissed. So me and Morrison are fucking smoking bong ribs, getting high as hell, driving to Vegas. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking flip tonight. And he's like looking at me. He's like, are you really? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to flip.
It was sick.
We got out there, I watched Hart do like 1 or 2. And I jumped on my bike and I went for my first flip and I got all the way upside down. I went home and we were trying to flip 50s out at Point X at the camp. Did a few of them on a BMX bike, did a couple on an XR50, and then got out there and I flipped. And when I flipped, I remember my rotation being slow. And as soon as I got upside down and I spotted the landing, I jumped off the bike. And then Morrison's filming. He's just laughing. He's just giggling, just stoned as hell the whole time. And I get up on the side of the foam pit and I'm like looking at the video footage and my bike comes all the way around. And I jumped off and I was like, fuck, if I would have stayed on, I would have stuck it. So I went back, did it again. And I probably did like 5 to 7 of them that night in the foam pit. And we left just fucking so stoked. Like he was so pumped for me. And we went to Colorado, did the demo, came back. I think we waited at Hart's house for a week after the demo because it was windy as hell. And I was like, dude, I just want to do one more. I'm like, I know if I could wait a week without doing a flip and stick my first one, that I'm ready to go to dirt. And I remember Deegan called me. He's like, hey, our foam pit will be done tomorrow. Come down here and flip. We're like, all right. We waited one more day and it was windy and we pinned it down to Temecula. And at this point, it's been like 2 weeks since I did one to dirt. Yeah. And I remember going to Deegan's and I was like, all right, if I stick my first one, I'm going for it. Stuck my first one perfect and then went straight to the dirt and never went back.
It was a really cool time back in the day, like just the early days of freestyle. It's every single week a different trick. You just didn't know what the guys were going to do. And the backflip, you saw so many guys drop out of the sport when the backflip came. Mm-hmm. So many guys. It was such a pivotal time in freestyle. And it was just so exciting to see back even before the backflip, because freestyle was not a thing in the early days. Costa Mesa, I don't know if you did it, but Kerry Hart grabbed the back fender and his feet went back a little bit. And the whole stadium like went nuts. It was a crazy.
Right here, the Costa Mesa.
It was a half-ass seat grab, not even a seat grab, and it just went nuts. And it's just so crazy. It's really cool to see this sport and what it is now. But yeah, it's crazy.
Did you think that doing the backflip in a foam pit was scary?
Yeah.
Even in a foam pit?
Yeah, even then.
I did it one time. It was the scariest thing of my life.
You get so nervous.
In a foam pit.
Yeah. They're on a whole different level. How much they did. I did it one time. These guys fucking just kept on talking me into like doing a flip. And
that's how we got each other to do shit, was talk shit to each other.
And it was at a time he was really trying to help me get off the shit, whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe if I flip, I can like get back at it. I don't know. I did it. It was the scariest day of my fucking life being in that foam pit, dude. It's not like Chuck E. Cheese, like where you think it's all fun. Like when you're down there, you can't fucking move, and it was a scary.
You're like trying to get out of the foam, like your feet are pulling out of your boots, and you're stuck in a foam pit. Like, and a lot of people think a foam pit's safe. It's not. I've seen people break their femurs, break their arms
in a foam pit.
Yeah, people die like
in a foam pit.
Yeah. It's not as safe as everyone thinks.
Really?
I don't want to say the story because I know it. I don't know if you were there when the paralyzed Japanese rider.
Yeah, Cloud,
yeah.
Fuck. He was practicing for best whip at X Games, and he probably would have got a medal that year. Our buddy Japanese racer was paralyzed from the waist down.
Oh, this is the heaviest story ever.
He would come over every year and ride with us. He would ride. He used to be an ex-pro racer. He was really good at racing, and then got into freestyle after he got paralyzed. And dude, he was doing the biggest whips on a Suzuki 450 into the foam pit. And one of the days he landed in the pit and his pipe caught fire to the foam and he burned to death in the foam pit, stuck to his bike. He couldn't get away from it. He would have literally a tie down strapped around him on his bike. Like that's how, and they would have a crane come in, pick him up. Like, dude, he would ride the foam pit all the time. And this one time it just burnt down to the ground with him in it.
Damn.
So it's like when everyone's like, "Oh, just do it in the foam pit." I'm like, the foam pit's not as safe as you think. Like Matt Rabeau broke his femur in there. I think I broke a thumb going in the foam pit when I was trying 360s. Like if your hand rolls off the throttle, you hit your front lever. Like people broke their arms, femurs, legs. Like
heavy.
Bike hit you. Like the foam pit's not as safe as everyone thinks it is.
What do you feel is like something that's like non-negotiable for someone that's trying to get into the game of freestyle, like their mindset wise, something that they have to be successful and to battle the dark side and the good sides of being so successful in this industry? I
mean, honestly, this sport nowadays I don't even know how you'd get into freestyle. That's a youth thing. Show up at Jeremy's house, like the level it is right now. I don't even get it.
Yeah,
what the kids are doing. And Jeremy's like the main dude now.
Your house has turned into like, if you want to get in the freestyle game, you just have to go to Jeremy's house.
My house now is like how freestyle contests used to be. Just big ass jumps, tech as hell. Like, dude, I just redid my whole entire yard.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's ridiculous.
It's
but
stupid.
Do you realize that you're building like the next generation? Do you feel that too now?
Yeah. For sure.
Because your content, for anybody that doesn't know, if you go watch Twitch's Instagram, some of the best riders on the planet are at your house every day. You guys are just doing jumps and acting wild. And you're on the tractors. You're actually moving the dirt around. You're actually like building these things, and then you're riding them with everybody.
Yeah.
It's kind of impressive.
If you build it, they will come.
Amen.
It's cool. Out of anybody, I've seen so many people in this industry. Like Jeremy is the one dude that you've never changed. You've always like had the love of riding. You've always been so cool to everybody else and just like a hard worker. The only dude I've seen so many dudes change, and like you were just level-headed and like just a good fucking dude, man. And
I never let it go to my head. I see so many people get a little bit of fame and they just think they're way cooler than everyone else. And it's like, I'll never forget where I came from.
Yeah.
Like I can't. It's what made me who I am today.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro.
Thank you.
Whose idea was it to build these chair like 50...
Dude, this is our first trip to Colorado right here when we broke his truck.
What are these things? They're like chairs and 50s put together. They're like little mini go-karts.
I don't even know.
Who built these things?
Some fan just brought them there and just like, hey, you guys want to ride this thing?
This is a workshop chair with like a scooter and like a lawnmower engine on it.
Did Dave just post this video? I
don't know.
I haven't seen this one.
This is in 2003 in Colorado. I actually just jumped. I was looking at the building a second ago. I literally just jumped here like 3 months ago. The same exact location.
You were just
That's crazy to think that. I was there in 2003 jumping, and now I was just there in 2025 jumping.
Yeah, because you still actively do your tour. And
we jumped for the Army there. Keith, what'd you just draw on her back? Let's rewind that. Did you just draw a dick on the back?
I don't know.
And then you smiled about it. Scummy.
With a big old dick above it.
A scummy with a bit. And then you laugh and you look at the camera. Yeah, incredible.
We were stupid. This was us 24/7, dude.
Yo, what's up with the bandana back then? Was that your style?
That was just how we rolled, dude.
Style,
Who was that? Hart? Who
Yeah.
was that? That was Hart?
Yep.
Like the
Big B, like pink.
Look at the squadron that you guys would be at events with. Like, it'll never be like this again.
No, never.
I mean,
Never.
you have Pink, you have Hart, you have you guys.
It was the best time in
Yeah.
freestyle. I think so many kids. I hear it all the time, dude. Like the
Somewhere
Twitch and
around this
Scummy
part
out.
of the video, Scummy jumped his truck, but we didn't get the shot. Wait, that was the truck you talked about? The
Yep.
jump?
Yeah.
Earlier in the podcast?
Yep. Here's Dave. He's rolling with Hart right now. And see, our hazards are on. We're
I
driving
didn't
like
even
15,
jump
20
my
miles an hour.
truck. You guys fucked the truck up. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I think you might
I
have still
think
been
it was
sleeping.
Dave or somebody, but it wasn't me.
No. We just blamed it on you because we
Yeah.
were like, oh, he won't remember.
Who's got all the TVs in the headrest?
Hart.
Hart.
Dude, Hart was balling back then, dude. Mr.
How is
Mountain
Hart
Dew.
always balling?
Steve Astafin.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. Hart seems like he's been rich since I was like 1. Hart just always has the coolest trucks.
Hart
the
was
squadron.
Hart, he's always been like the rock star, dude.
He-
Hart,
listen,
Carry Hart's so
Hart
cool
was
from
smart
day
and always
one.
had his shit together.
Yeah, always.
Always. Like now
Always.
he's like building parts. He's doing his content. He's like
Yeah.
he's so active. He's jacked. He's for sure got to be on peptides, huh? He's
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
jacked.
Dude. He's killing it, dude.
How's he look younger
Hart's
than ever?
on juice for sure, dude.
We got to get Hart back in here. Hart, if you're watching this, we got to get back. Oh,
I
is
always talk shit to Hart.
Dude, this is
this
classic. I've
Pink
never
filming
seen this.
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yep. Talking shit on us probably the whole
Yeah.
time.
How long have they been together?
A long time.
Jesus.
This
A long
this was
time.
obviously after the 4 hours later. We're in Utah, coming from Colorado.
You guys just rolled around literally like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a long time.
And I mean that in a good way. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Had the time of our life.
and during this time, like who was financing these trips and putting it all together?
I think whoever was paying us to come to the show, we would just use.
I
that
just
money and
remember
go.
always picking you up, always in my
Yeah.
truck and just cruising.
And you guys would just mob around. Oh, this is you guys having a pillow fight.
just talking shit.
Now a wrestling fight. This is incredible. And like, do you look back at this though, and it gives you some peace and excitement in life? Like, damn, dude, I had some amazing moments.
We
Like-
had some amazing times.
Like, does
together,
that make
dude.
you at least feel good? Like,
it does.
Yeah.
What makes me feel good? Like this, everything else I don't give a fuck about. Like it, I had to put so much work to drop my ego. The fact that he knows where I'm at and can see me doing good and like my true fucking friends, only thing I care about.
Yep.
Like I had to drop the ego so much. Like we're just, bro, my life is so simple now. Like I
Right?
don't care what people think about me. I do
But
my
you
thing.
shouldn't.
Fucking
Like, you
weekends,
have your
walk
job,
around the
you don't
mall with my
care.
wife and my dogs. Like go to work every day. I got my own business. All I care about.
But that's what like I think we also lost reality these last couple of years. Like this last decade of social media.
Everyone's
Just
famous.
in general,
Everybody
wants
yeah.
to be someone. Like it's okay to have a normal job. It's okay.
Yeah.
It
Like,
is.
I saw the other day this rapper getting destroyed on the internet because he's like a Grubhub delivery guy. And they were like, it's a crazy video. And it's like he had a song pop off during 2020. And it's like, now we're gonna ridicule someone because they're just trying to pay their bills. Like,
Yeah, and you
we're
want to put him on the
lost.
internet and make fun of him.
Yeah.
'cause he has a family to provide
We're
for.
so
like,
lost as a society. Like I tell Twitch all the time how blessed I am to have him come in here and sit down with people and just get good
Yeah.
stories that are like easy to talk about.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah,
have
yeah.
to fake the funk because like you don't get this anymore. Everything is about let me just like start some controversy and say some crazy stuff so you two could give me a viral clip.
Just
Like,
for social
and I'll
media.
do that with Rampage every once in a while. But for the most part, it's like we just lost touch. Like
Well, that was
this is so
another
peaceful.
huge thing back in the day. There was no social media.
Yeah.
You go to parties and you talk to people. We would do shit and it wasn't for like,
No one was there with a
let's
phone in
do
their
this
hand,
to
just
try and get a
scrolling.
lot of likes or anything. We did all the shit. It was so fucking generic and just
Yeah.
like
'Cause it was
the
fun for us.
love of
Yeah.
making each other laugh and the love of Ryan Bites.
All
That's
we
what
cared
it was
about
all
was making
about.
each other laugh all the
That's
time.
But
all it was
could,
about.
You could see it and feel the energy was so authentic and real. Is that hard again?
Yeah, Hart and Big B.
Jack.
Wait, what are you guys doing there?
That was the next day before they left us. They're like, all right,
Wait.
we're fucking out of here, dude.
What's the connection with Hart and you guys during this time? 'Cause
I've
you
had
guys
to
are
make
like
I've had to make my amends to Carrie too. I made my amends to him the day like it was like Jeremy and Hart were the big one. He was opening up his new club. What was it? Yeah, it was Hart and
Wasted
Huntington.
Hart and Huntington.
Oh,
Wasted
Huntington, Wasted
Space.
Space.
Oh, in Vegas.
Yeah, but me and Twitch, we stayed the night at Carrie's house. Yeah, I don't know. I think you left with Susan or somebody. He's just, whatever you do, don't make me look dumb here. Don't fuck this up for me. It was like the
'Cause he
grand
knew how we
opening,
were.
And
He
then
told you that?
Yeah, and I don't know. I just fucking got blacked out. I like threw up everywhere on top, like in the club. I knocked shit over, broke everything. It was like one of those moments I knew he was pissed, but just the way he looked at me, he was bummed.
Yeah.
Like really bummed.
It's like when your dad says, "I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed." It's one of those where you're like, you hit your heart, like, "Oh fuck." Dude,
See,
like,
it got so bad for me.
up.
That's where it was. I was just like really fucking shit.
But was he like the team dad or something? Like,
He
why is he
was.
in all this content?
He would
why was he traveling with you?
He would just hit us
wasn't
up all
in
the
Mulisha.
time, like, bring us along, like, yo, like, we're doing this, let's go. Like,
Oh, got it.
so and so wants me to come do a show. I got you guys a show. You're coming with me. You know,
But he
like,
was always the dad, the older
just
brother.
always
to
looking out
us.
for us. Same
Wait,
thing.
He had his own like freestyle motocross tour event.
No, but like when people would hit him up, he'd be like, yo,
I
bring
need some more
so-and-so.
riders.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
got
need
it.
some more riders. Like bring Twitch and Scummy. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
Hart
so
was-
he
Hart-
used to roll
and
around. You guys
Jason.
used to roll around with him all the time.
yeah,
all
always.
the time.
Yeah.
Jason Balkin's house. That was good
Yep.
times. The Corey.
And then-
Ox, another one of our buddies who's passed away. Like, this is up in Oregon. This was a fun trip.
When did these militia like bikes, like frames and stickers and all of this, like when did this start becoming a little bit more? You could see these bikes look a lot more corporate now in this video.
Yeah, this is like 2005, like when we're starting to get good sponsors, DVS, Etnies. Like, I think that
Geo,
year, like Honda
Echo.
was giving us bikes. Yeah, like Echo, like,
But was Mulisha still sponsoring you guys?
yeah, Mulisha was still
Okay.
sponsoring us. Mulisha was always a part of
so
us.
just for the audience too, because this is so core to a lot of the fans, like the timeline is you guys meet, then you guys join Mulisha together, then Mulisha pops off, then you guys leave, and then you go and do your thing, you go and do your thing. Because like this is when you see a lot more of the corporate identity, like the DVSs, the Ennies, the Echoes. And that was towards the end of Mulisha, right?
Middle to end.
Middle
Yeah.
to end. Like
Right?
Mulisha
Yeah,
wasn't
middle to end.
Mulisha wasn't freaking out that you guys had other sponsors that were clothing brands.
No, they didn't care because they still wanted us to be a part of the brand and like the lifestyle. It was a lifestyle back then. Like I was riding for Echo, but you still see my bike. I still have Mulisha logos on my gear. I still have Mulisha logos on my bike, even though I'm riding for Echo. It was more of a lifestyle thing. I was still making money. I was still getting paid. I still had the fucking tattoo on my neck. Like we were still doing shit. And like that was our crew. That's who we rode with every day. That's who we hung out with. That's who we went to dinner with. Like that's who. There's Jordan from Strung Out.
Yeah, skip this video.
Skip this video.
No, but I mean, like you see a lot of this content is crazy. This is like 15 years old.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's on your YouTube page, dude.
A lot of it's on mine. A lot of it's on Dave Dawes' page. For anyone watching, if you want to see old shit, it's Dave Dawes'.
Yeah.
What was
He's
his
got some
deal? How does
classic
he have
shit.
all the best footage?
Well, he was his nickname's Porno Dave. We met him because he was selling us weed in the beginning, but he used to film pornos in the valley
to make money on the side.
And then we just all I don't even know how we started linking up. He had the cabin.
You hit me up. He hit me up one day. He's like, "Hey, dude, I fucking found this guy. He'll give us an ounce a day to go film." And I was like, "Let's fucking go. Where are we going?" He goes, "We're going to pick you up. We're going to Nakatia for 3 days." I go, "That's 3 ounces of weed." And he's like, "Yeah, let's fucking go get our weed." So we would fucking take Dave everywhere with us. And then eventually Dave was like, "Hey, I bought you guys cameras. And here's a camera bag. Here's a fucking 10 tapes. When you're done, just throw them back in and send me the tapes." And that's how Dave got all his footage.
And
We were all
he
best friends too. He
stockpiled
was
it.
the coolest dude ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just.
I mean, someone needs to put it all together and make a documentary. I mean,
Yeah,
this is
we
the best
could
footage. You
literally
have
make
everything.
the gnarliest fucking video with Dave Dawes' footage. Like, here's our buddy Bo Manley, like just all of us, dude.
So what's next for you? Where are you at now? You
Well, he
seem
said
a lot-
he's
yeah.
running his own business now. He's part of a
Let me hear it.
rehab.
Like
You seem so good. You seem so peaceful. You seem happy.
Yeah, it took me.
seem-
2012 is when I like lost it all, and I got out, and then I started talking about sobriety and shit. I was like doing really good, and my ego fucking got in the way again because I started a sobriety podcast. I started working for a rehab, and then I relapsed again. And my ego was so big because everyone was like, "Dude, you're doing so good. You saved my life." But then I fucked up again. And I was like sneaking pills on the side because I couldn't get off them again. And that led me down another rabbit hole, dude. And then I went to rehab again, got out, got in a fucked up relationship. I don't know. It took a lot longer. Like this last 3 years, I put a lot of work into myself, dropped my ego. And I really just got out of my own way. It was all ego, dude. Like from back in the day to like trying to get sober again, thinking I'm better, thinking I'm fucking better than all this. And my ego just got in the way. And I'm just at the best spot in my life right now. Yeah, I got an amazing wife. She's my best friend. I took over my dad's business like 10 years ago. I own part of a rehab now, and life is good.
It's really good. I was talking to Todd Potter on the way here, and he's like, "Hey, you gonna call out Scummy today?" I'm like, "For what?" He goes, "He just got married and didn't even fucking invite you. You were in the last 2 weddings." I was like, "I'll talk shit to him."
One. Yeah, that's complicated. But
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
it was a 20-person wedding, dude.
You're good, dude. I get it. Like,
you're like, yeah, it's just a joke. Do you still ride at all?
It sucks because riding like where I live, all the tracks are shut down. There's nowhere to fucking ride anymore.
yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah, LACR closed. I mean, I got into surfing 2 years ago. It's hard to fill that void of like what all I had been doing is riding dirt bikes. That's everything.
It's hard to get it from other things, but I did notice you've been surfing your ass off.
Dude, I'm like more addicted to surfing than anything. And then ride mountain bikes, Surons, doing everything to fill that void. Yeah, surfing's a whole different fucking beast, dude. It's
gnarly,
not
right?
like a dirt bike. Like you could do a huge jump, but if you don't want to do it, you just back out. Dude, when you're out there, it's fucking scary.
Have you gotten slammed in the water yet? Like,
oh yeah,
hard to breathe. Like don't know where up or down is.
Die a couple times. Yeah,
it's gnarly, dude. Everyone's like, I know a lot of dudes that surf, and they're always like, "Oh, you guys are gnarly." I'm like, "You guys are fucking gnarly."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're surfing over reef this tall on a 20-foot tall wave." Like,
but I think it's that ego thing to drop your ego to try and get into a new sport where you're such a kook.
Where you're the
rookie.
dude with the visor like this and the goggles strapped down. Like, you're the dude out there in the wrong wetsuit wearing it backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Foam board,
so just doing things that like I'm having fun. Just it's all exciting.
Do you surf solo or do you go out
No,
with
we go with like
friends.
Crew, yeah.
Who got you into surfing? Zinger?
Actually, just watching Jamie O'Brien's YouTube.
His YouTube's sick, dude.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then just been surfing with Zinger a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Zinger's
cool.
a dude that ran SRH and like all that stuff, Cottonmouth Kings, like
So you're finding other things that kind of try to fill the void of getting that like adrenaline rush, or just things that give you like free time, pastime,
just having
things that you love?
fun. Yeah, my life is so lame now. In a good way.
But it's fun, right?
In a good way.
Yeah, and I just don't care, So
who gives a fuck what anyone thinks? That's how I've always looked at it.
That's like I think you preach that on every pod.
Yeah,
like it doesn't really matter what anybody thinks. I could care less what anybody thinks. I sit on here. I mean, I got a viral video that's like 90 million views of me saying "cream of sun, young guy," and I could care less. But I think it's a different mentality when you get to a certain point. Like you guys are so legendary in your space, and then you have to be able to remove yourself from that every once in a while. It's just real world.
Yeah,
right? And it's like the better you could do that and be at ease with that, the better life becomes.
Yeah,
I feel like that's for everybody. I always sit on here with fighters, and one of the big things I used to ask them in the beginning of the podcast was like, dude, you were a legendary fighter known for being like the baddest dude on the planet. Now you're a little bit older, like a younger guy could probably beat you up. Does that ever affect your ego or make you upset? And for the most part, no one ever has said no, it like makes me feel upset. They're always like, nah, it's fine, like it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then one guy kind of told me like, yeah, it kills me. It's the worst feeling because I go to bed at night and I never cared about money. I never cared about making money or sponsors. I always cared about just being the baddest. So I did whatever it needed for my body to go to that level. And now I don't even have that anymore. So they got so attached to something that is not forever. And then it ruins their philosophy of what they even think life is about. So I think the easiest an athlete can kind of separate and decompartmentalize being an athlete, sponsors, money, their life, and then focus on the true things one thing at a time. Life becomes so much easier to manage.
Yeah, 100%.
But when you discombobulate everything and it's all in one big bucket, it's like, how can you ever find any peace?
Yeah.
You're always searching for something next. By the way, before we go, this video, you guys are like destroying a high school at Lake Elsinore.
Yeah.
What is this?
You should have seen his signature cards. It was right after he lost his spleen.
After this.
It was right after he lost his spleen, and he's naked in the hospital with his gown open, holding the thing like they give you to like pee in, like the urine cup, and he's pissing in a urine cup, and he's like this. He's like doing something stupid, and that was his signing card that he brought to the high school.
Yeah, they tried to sue me after this. It was like a big deal.
I
don't know. It was like a lawsuit. They went after SRH, Kevin Zinger, because he's the one that made the autograph cards. But
we had Wee Man with us doing the announcing and shit.
What was this?
It was
just an appreciation day at like a school. We just went and jumped at.
So you went and jumped at Lake Elsinore High School, and then you guys destroyed the track. You guys are running into each other.
But when you're a kid, how big of a dream that is? Like at the football game. And
exactly.
Can you imagine riding in front of everybody?
It was like their like appreciation day or something like that. And they just hit us up to come jump. And it was just me and Morrison jumping.
What was the SRH relationship?
It was Cottonmouth Kings. And then we started hanging out with Cottonmouth Kings. They were like our best friends. And SRH had a clothing brand, and they
No, I remember it. I
Yeah.
went to school at Damien in Laverne, and in high school, that was like everybody listened to Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah, that was a whole nother scene too.
Look,
Cottonmouth
I think
King,
that's
SRH.
Leanne Tweeding.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Leanne.
Wait, that's Wee Man?
Leanne Tweeden.
Yeah, and Leanne Tweeden.
Wait,
Yeah.
why is Wee Man there?
It was
It was
for
like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I think.
Yeah, the old TV show. That's what it
Fuel
was.
TV.
Why do you guys have no shirts on at a high school?
That's Morrison.
Just showing off the tattoos.
Ego, dude.
Ego.
Fucking tattoos.
A bunch of 16-year-olds. He's like, I'm bad, dude.
Yep.
Wait, so
That's all
you
it
guys
was.
used to go around and do these too? With
No, we only did
Mulisha?
this one time.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Because this is pretty insane.
I think it was a one and done after Morrison almost got sued
Yeah, I
for the naked poster at the high school. They were like, we don't want to mess with these dudes anymore.
They really got pissed about the poster?
Yeah, dude.
It was a real lawsuit. Yeah, they like went after Zinger for something, but
And were you guys sponsored by SRH?
I think we were messing with them then and kind of, sort of.
Because there's a Mulisha banner
Yeah.
on the jump. I get so confused because
This was so long ago, it's
seven
like-
different clothing brand sponsors at
'Cause
one
Morrison
time.
because it
was
was
a really
like
good
we
talker.
we were the names, dude. Like it was
I
the
know, but that's
militia
crazy.
was
That's
like
like Nike, Under Armour of that
Yeah.
space. All like I'm gonna be sponsored by Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. That's what it's like. Like I
That's
guess
what it
so.
was.
So that's why my era's like
Split,
when people
Havoc,
are looking at
Mulisha.
it,
Who else?
everybody.
Everybody.
and you're wearing etnies on the way out of there.
Yeah, I was sponsored by Etnies then. I think you were DVS guy.
Yeah, DVS.
I know this is a stupid question, but did you guys ever put down the camera? Because you guys have
No.
footage of everything.
We would always film shit.
Like you
We
guys
were just bored.
But picture that back in the day, like that was before cell phones.
That's
You
what I'm
didn't have
saying.
cell
So
phones.
what were
Yeah.
you planning on doing with the content?
We knew we were going to give it to Dave.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So you guys just always ran around with these cameras filming like video part. Like look at that handheld.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's like what
I still
when the
have
cameras
mine.
originally
You still have
had
yours?
versions.
Yeah.
And did you guys have visions of like putting together video parts and videos and documentaries, or Dave? would
No, we
like,
just
get
knew
the
Dave
content?
was going to make videos with us, so
Yeah.
we just gave them to him all the time. We didn't care because we were
So
getting
genius.
an ounce a day to film with them.
It was a cool time.
So
Before
genius.
cell phones, before
So
all that
genius.
shit.
Yeah.
And then like you're looking at a camera while someone's filming you on another camera while he's looking.
Yeah,
and
we're
we're-
watching footage from that day. Like we'd always be like, "Oh,
Incredible.
this clip's good. This clip's
Incredible,
bad."
dude. Someone's got to take all this footage and do a sit-down documentary. We might do it on the Jaxxon Sports Show
It would be sick.
It would
because
be
there's
cool.
so much storytelling here. It's unreal.
There's a lot.
I can't thank you enough for coming on here and like just kind of breaking it down with us and going through memory lane.
Yeah,
I feel
thank
like
you.
that's what the audience loves. Twitch, obviously, this is your guy, and you always do this. You bring
Always
the best
will be.
guests.
No,
But
like I said, dude, so proud of you, man. And it's cool to be here, but just so proud of you where you're
Thank
at
you.
and being from day one. It's really cool. So thank you, buddy.
Hell yeah.
And to second that, I think it's so amazing how you always, when you're figuring out the guests and you're figuring out like the content you want to put out, it's always core back to like the roots. You're always talking about like your original friends, the people that help you get to where you're at, people you always were inspired by. We saw a lot of that with the Godfather podcast, see a lot of that with this. Those relationships, if there's anybody watching this, that is the most important thing I think in sports is to create those real friendships and not just the yes men and not just, I'm going to be friends with this guy because he knows another sponsor. Because everybody says that about you. And we don't see that in a lot of industries where a guy can go that long and have the same storyline that, no, dude, this guy's like got my back.
And not forgetting where you came from. I
Yeah.
thought it was so rad how you gave Metzger all that praise because he was the guy.
Yeah.
Without him, we would not be here. We looked up to Metzger. He was bigger.
For you as well.
Oh
Yeah.
my, he was bigger than God back then.
Yep.
Really?
100%,
dude.
Because see, there were no dudes like everyone's fucking tattooed now. Everybody has neck tats. But
Everyone
like,
starts with the face tat.
yeah,
and the neck
it
tat,
wasn't
too.
like that. He was before anyone's time. He was so cool. He was freestyle motocross back in the
Yep.
day.
100%.
It's so sick to see that, to see you guys give the flowers like that and how real it is. I think it's so sick.
Yeah.
Because that's what this should be about. Media should be about storytelling the right way.
Yeah.
Not just like fluff, not just chasing.
No,
the
I don't give a
viral-
fuck how cool you think I am. I could care less. Like I like paying respect to dudes that helped me get to where I am today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the last podcast before I let you go, the Jaxxon Podcast Discord. It's like a forum where people can go on there all day and talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We have it going off all day long. We have an MMA section, a skate section. We have surf with Cole Hoshman. He's on the tour. Sheckler, P-Rod, Nija. They all asked. They said if Twitch had to name the 5 guys that are going to carry the torch for him next, who would those 5 guys be? And it's been going back and forth. So who do you think the next 5 big freestyle motocross names are?
The next 5 big freestyle motocross names.
It's a good one.
Oh man.
Guys that are just pushing the boundaries. You think innovators, guys that are like really trying to carry the torch in the right way.
Jacko over in Australia has a pretty solid crew of kids right now. Fuck.
Colby.
I think Raha as more of like a Scummy, like a stuntman dude, like doing big shit.
Yeah.
You have Axel Hodges.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Tech, fucking do anything on a dirt bike, not scared of anything in the world. Bierman's doing some gnarly shit right now with Red Bull. Like,
I love his content.
be prepared for the shit that he has coming out. Like, I think it's dropping in December. He has a gnarly fucking video coming
I love his content. Bierman's
the shit
one of a
Bierman
kind,
has
dude.
coming out right now is next fucking level, like insane.
Really?
Yeah, like I seen some clips and some photos, and yeah, dude, it's gnarly. We need more younger kids. Like there's this kid Boogie that's been riding with us. Seth,
Yeah.
he's fucking dope. Like he's hitting a 75 on a super mini. Like he's definitely gonna be a kid to look out for. You have kids like Austin and Levi that are riding Starks now that came from Surons. That
Levi
are like,
kid is
yeah,
sick.
they're
I
fucking.
watch that kid.
They're riding really good. Like there's so many kids that are like, it's hard to pick 5 because there's so many young kids right now that are.
But you're saying there's a good stable right now.
There's a good amount of kids on reserve right now that are going to be popping off real soon for sure.
I don't get
Amazing.
if you're a young kid how you get into freestyle now. The level it's at.
I think it's just hanging with the dudes.
Fucking believable.
Like Boogie hanging with me. You know
How
what I mean?
old is that kid?
He's 12 or 13.
Yeah.
His dad Dan brings him over all the time to ride. Like the kid's sick. He has what I like about Boogie is he has his own personal like lifestyle, good style. Like he knows how to dress. Like he knows how to put his kits together. Like the kid's just cool.
And he's 13.
And he's
You're
13.
one of the only guys in freestyle bringing up this next generation. There really isn't anybody else.
there's nothing.
What you have bringing up these kids.
Yeah,
Nobody.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's just giving back to our sport. Like I want to keep seeing it going on when I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, and it's weird to say, like I'm 44 and I don't even feel like I'm close to being done because I'm still
you're
having
better
so
now
much
than
fun
back in
riding.
the
Like,
day.
And ever since you got Botox and peptides, you look so young.
yeah, is that what it is?
No, it's cool. It's good to see the stable though, because if anybody follows your content, you're with a crew every day. So I just wanted to see what you would say.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Jaxxon Podcast Discord. You can ask us questions. Don't forget, we will be dropping brand new Jaxxon sports shows and Jaxxon Behind the Brand shows next season. They all might be on the Jaxxon Podcast page, so make sure you stay tuned to that. And we will be building out a bigger YouTube page, which you'll be able to see some MMA content, surf content, moto, and you guys will get a nice little mix of the Behind the Brand show as well. Thanks for watching. We're out.